Welcome to That's Vegetarian. I'm your host, Karen Bukolt. Today we are going to make candied walnuts. Now we can't just have the candied walnuts, so we're going to put them in a salad. I have a fresh herb mix which has some baby spinach, arugula, other baby leaf lettuce, some herbs in there like parsley and cilantro, and so it'll be very tasty and a little bit spicy. For the candied walnuts, I have a cup of walnut pieces, and what we're going to do is toast them a little bit to warm them up and open them up, so when we make the balsamic reduction and put the nuts in there, they'll be willing to soak up that reduction. We're going to throw some beets in the oven to roast those to add to our salad, and then we're going to mix all the lettuces that are already pre-mixed. I did get a bagged lettuce because this is all about convenient and eating healthy and vegetarian. And then we're going to add some cranberry. You can see here the goat cheese has cranberry around the outside, so I'll add an additional bit of tanginess to the salad when it's all said and done. So why don't we get started on making those candied walnuts. We'll start with roasting the walnuts a little bit to open them up, as we mentioned before. All I'm going to do is put the chopped walnuts onto a dish, and along with the beets, stick them in the oven. The walnuts will only do for about 10 minutes at 350 degrees, but I'm going to keep the beets in there until they're tender. Meanwhile, what we're going to do is we're going to start the reduction while that's going for 10 minutes. I know people say that you should be particular about the type of wine that you use in cooking. I'm nowhere near as particular. So what I'm going to do is I have some red wine. I use 3/4 of a cup of that. And lo and behold, there's not enough of this one. So let's move to another bottle. As I said, I'm not particular. Let's see. And then the good old balsamic vinegar, I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of that. Okay. And we're going to turn the stove top on about medium high and pour that in so we can reduce it. We're going to add about a tablespoon of brown sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, a little bit of vanilla for some extra flavor, and stir. If the reduction starts to boil, turn the heat down to medium-low so it is simmering. Reduce by about 1/3, about 10 minutes. At that point, add the warm walnuts. Stir to make sure all the nuts are coated with the liquid. I prefer walnuts because they are an excellent source of omega-3. Try different types of nuts to find your favorite. Continue to cook on a medium heat until the liquid dissolves and creates a nice glaze over the nuts. Remove from heat. Here is our herb salad with fresh roasted beets, goat cheese that is crusted in cranberries, and then last but not least, our homemade candied walnuts with the balsamic vinegar, red wine, a little bit of cinnamon, brown sugar, and vanilla. Make sure when we take our bite, we get a little bit of all the goodies on there. That's vegetarian.